Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatdeshtarini Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girimit Kripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Param Ananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastate तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानु सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, dear worshipful devotees, thank you so much for joining. We are reading Beginner's Guide to Krishna Consciousness, and which outlines a lot of important aspects about bhakti. Yesterday we were talking about Bhoga, offering, etc. We'll continue that discussion. There was a question about Ekadashi and Hing. So if it's pure, again, it can be taken. Majority of the hing available at Indian store is mixed with flour, some sort of like rice flour or wheat flour. So again, check the ingredients carefully. If it says 100% hing, then it's fine. But if not, then it can be avoided for sure. So with this, we'll move on to the offering part. Yes. Would someone who hasn't got a chance this week would like to read?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandat Pranam.
Haribo, please.
Hare Krishna devotees, Dandat Pranam. All praise to Srila Prabhupada. Happy Ekadashi. Offering. Keep a special plate and glass exclusively for offering food to Krishna. Place food prepared for him on the plate, along with a glass of fresh drinking water. You can also place lemon slices on the plate. Cut the lemon in quarters and remove the seeds, along with little salt. You can place liquid items such as dal in small dishes, katoris, kept only for these offerings. On each preparation, place a tulsi leaf. While the plate is arranged, place it either the altar or the table in front of the altar, or if there is no altar arrangement, in front of a picture of Krishna. As you sit in front of the altar and meditate on how Krishna will enjoy the offering, ring the bell while reciting each of the following prayers 3 times. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namo Namaha Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmanya Hitaya Cha Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. From the time you take formal shelter of a Iskcon Guru, see the Guru and initiation, you should recite the mantra of your own Guru 3 times before reciting Srila Prabhupada's Pranama mantra, the first in the list above. Meditate on the offering the food to your Guru, who then offers it to Krishna. Leave the offering in front of Krishna for 15 minutes. Then remove the plate and transfer the items from it, either back to the pots in which they were cooked or into a plate kept only for distributing Mahaprasada. This system of offering, although simple, is acceptable to Krishna if everything is offered with love. Hari Bol. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So, The process of offering is quite simple and straightforward. And even so, we must try to follow this. Yesterday we discussed about kitchen, cleanliness, ingredients, etc. So now the preparation is made. Make a separate plate for Krishna, exclusively meant for Krishna, some bowls, some one or two cups, etc., some spoon. So everyone should have this at their home in maybe one of the drawers or something. You can dedicate a box or something where you keep all like Aarti paraphernalia, DT paraphernalia, DT utensils, etc. So that can be arranged because you would need some place to store maybe a few towels for drying, etc. So putting all those again, using the common sense. If it's a dry ingredient, you can put in the directly in the plate like salad. If it's like curry, dal, soups, then you need some container, katori or cup or glass to hold them. And then arrange it nicely. It's very, very important. It should look very pleasing, very pleasant. And make a plate as you would give it to a standard young adult. Krishna is now Yauvanamcha. Don't give just one roti. Give in even numbers. Like if you have made two gulab jamuns, so you can use like even numbers are always auspicious here. Don't give like three rotis. Either give two or four. Four is good. Two is also fine, but even numbers are good. If you have made like some burfis, you can give two burfis instead of giving one or three. Even numbers are always better. Um, Quarters of lemon and some salt. This is more done in the temple, but if someone wishes at the home, that's also fine again. And of course, placing tulsi leaf. Um, then four prayers. So three prayers. Prabhupada Pranam Mantra. Those who are new can open this book or take a like a on your phone or somewhere, take a printout, and you can put it next to the temple, next to your altar, next to the pictures of Krishna. And as your one is offering, you can just read and recite. That's also fine. And then if you're doing it every day, then in within few days you'll be able to memorize it. So three prayers are there. Prabhupada Pranam Mantra. This is done every day, morning, evening, night. We should do. And then the Namo Mahavadanyaya. This is of Lord Chaitanya's glorification, who is most magnanimous. Namo Mahavadanyaya. And then Namo Brahmane Devaya. Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha. Krishna is very dear to cows, Brahmanas, and Vaishnavas. Mm. And then prior to this, those who have taken shelter or initiation from a bona fide spiritual master can chant the Guru Pranam mantra. So total four mantras recited three times each, very clearly mentioned. And all the time the bell is ringing. Hmm. So you put the offering plate on the altar, on the table, etc. If there is a curtain cover, you can cover it. Then the bell is ringing. The prayers we recite and followed by Hare Krishna Mahamantra also three times. So all this will take maybe at least 2-3 minutes to recite these 12, 15 mantras. And then in your language, in your from the heart, you can just offer Krishna whatever little I could do. Please accept it. And if there are any shortcomings, um, please give me the strength to overcome those shortcomings and just genuinely from the heart, with gratitude, with love, with devotion, asking Krishna to please honor honor that prasad or accept it mm, in your own language, whatever, if it's from the heart. Mm. And or this that's one mood. The other mood is requesting Guru Maharaj, I am no one to offer anything, but I have brought this in front of you because Krishna accepts from pure devotees. I am a poor devotee, poor in the sense spiritually poor, which who lack devotion, who lack bhakti, who have so many shortcomings. Now you please take it to Krishna or by the medium of Guru Parampara. So there are two moods. Both are fine. And of course, both there is involvement of Guru Parampara. It's not that we are trying to pass over, but both the moods are fine. So in your own local language or whatever language you feel most connected, you can one can offer. And then wait for about 12 to 15 minutes. Now depends on what you're offering. Let's say if you're only just offering milk and some nuts or some fruit, how much time a standard young adult would take, right? So think about that. A young adult would, maybe in 15 minutes, he can take the full plate, right? So that's the full offering. You have rice, dal, sabji, roti, some sweet, some water, some juice. So that's about 12 to 15 minutes. Um, but if you're offering, let's say, just some fruits or just some nuts or just some milk, then few minutes is fine too, right? Like it doesn't take 15 minutes to drink milk. So about 5 minutes is also fine for smaller offerings or snacks or milk or fruits. And in case, sometimes they get to rush and kids getting ready. So see as per situation, but it's about 12 to 15 minutes, and for smaller ones, 5, 7 minutes is fine. Again, putting it back, and then it becomes prasad. Then the bhoga turns to prasad. Then the matter turns into spirit. Earlier, it was some grain, some rice, some dal. Although it was vegetarian, but after Krishna tastes it, accepts it, through the medium of his eye, it becomes spiritual. It is no more some rice or dal. It is no more some soup or sabji. It becomes transcendental, Mahaprasad, Avashishta. It becomes Avashishta, or Uchishta. Krishna is Mahaprasad. Krishna has tasted. E Shaka Krishna Aswadelo. Hino Shaka Aswadani Krishna Prema. One who tastes this offering, which Krishna has tasted, Krishna Prema will arise in their heart. Mm. This is the bona fide, this is the simple system, but very, very important. And any thoughts, any comments about prasad or bhoga or how to offer?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranam Prabhu, one question. Mataji, please go ahead.
Mataji, please go ahead. Hare Krishna.
Just curious, Prabhuji, why two instead of one? Like even number instead of odd number? Usually I hear about it, but don't exactly know the reason or.
I don't know very scientific or spiritual reasons. I have heard from many senior devotees about this. Yeah, that even numbers are auspicious for offering. Again, one may say, well, then why do we offer 3 incense? So there could be spiritual reasons too, but why not 4 incense? Why not 2 incense? Why not 1 incense? Again, if it is done with love, it's not that Krishna will not accept. See, this is like a very smaller point. If someone offers one laddu they have with love, of course Krishna will accept. But if we have, then always, in Krishna, Radha, Krishna. So pairs is good. Devotees also chanting, we encourage 2, 4, 6, 8. So pairs, Gaur Nitai, Radha Krishna, Krishna Balaram. So, right. So pairs are also always good.
Thank you, Prabhuji. I was just curious. Thank you.
Very cool. Yes, Ruby Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranam. Prabhuji, when we were in 10th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, there was this sloka, so it was very nice sloka, and you at that time you told us that you have to meditate upon this when you are offering the launch bhoga offering. And so I always try to meditate upon this prayer at the time of launch Bhoga offering.
Wonderful. Can you please share that or recite it?
Yes, Prabhuji. He Ramagaccha Tatasu Sanujah Kulanandana Pratareva Kritaharas Tadbhavan Bhaktum Arhati.
Vibo. Very nice. Isn't that beautiful? Because you will explain the meaning also. You know the meaning, right?
Yes, Prabhuji. So, Mother Yasoda, she tried to call her sons at the launch time. Means because from morning they have not, means for mother, kids like they are not eating. Means she told that you have not ate anything from last until morning. So please come. As both Krishna Balaram. She was calling Krishna Balaram to take the prasadam at the launch time.
Close your mute.
Very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mataji. Do you remember the number of the verse?
It's on 10th canto, Prabhuji. I could not remember the proper number.
It's the childhood pastimes of Krishna, right?
Yes, Prabhuji. Childhood pastime.
What is the first line, Mataji? Can you repeat again slowly?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. He Ramagaccha Tatashu Shanujah Kulanandana Pratareva Kritaharas Tadbhavan Bhaktum Arhati.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, it'd be nice someone can figure out the number. I know it's and we studied and many of you memorized also. Hey Ram, Agacha, please come. Tatasu. Pratar, what's that? Kulanandana. Hey Ram, Agacha Tatasu. What's the next line?
Shanujaha Kulanandana.
Anuja Kulanandana. अपने अनुज के साथ लेके आना. Elder brother should bring the younger brother. Oh, Kulanandana is the light of the Kula. Pratare Kritaharas. Oh, one may say, well, we ate in the morning, but okay, that's fine. You ate in the morning, but hours have passed. A lot of time has passed. And for a mother, even the child is hungry for 2 hours, the mother feels, oh my God, my child is hungry for decades, right? That's a lot, right? So yeah, it's a very beautiful mantra or first Mother Rohini goes and first, multiple ways um, they're trying, but finally, so this is a prayer requesting Krishna Balaram, requesting Gaur-Nitai, requesting, oh Lord, please come. Please come and accept. Of course, there is the Bhoga Arati prayer also, if someone wishes to recite, which is done in the temples, which is also very nice, the Bhoga Arati prayers.
I think Vasudhi Mataji is in the number 10, 11, 16.
No.
10, 11,
10,
16.
11, 16.
Yes, please. 10,
Okay, yes, very nice. Okay, thank you, Mataji. Share the screen. He Rama gacchata tasu sanuja kulanandana pratareva kritaharas tadbhavan bhoktum arhati. Tatasu, jaldi jaldi aao. Come fast, asu. And bring your Anuja along with you. Oh, Kulanandana, you're the hope of the family. Prata, in the morning you took your breakfast, but its time has passed. Now you must certainly eat. It's a very nice prayer. So prayer like these, again, as we mentioned, it's more from the heart. You should not miss on those mantras. And if someone wants to offer a prayer, you learned or a shloka you memorized, which aligns with the mood at that time, one can certainly offer. Any other thoughts before we move to the next part? Okay, let's read the next section. So some terminology. Yeah. Anyone wants to read this?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
I can read, Prabhuji.
Mataji.
Vasudhi Mataji, you can read. And then can read, and then Girish.
Terminology. Uncooked or unoffered food is called Bhoga. Prepared food ready to be offered is also called Bhoga, or more precisely, Naividya. Food that has been offered to Krishna is called Prasada or Mahaprasad, and remnants of Prasada left by a pure devotee are called Mahaprasad. Cooking and eating utensils. Aluminium pots are poisonous and therefore unsuitable to use in cooking for Krishna. Ceramic, glass, aluminium, and plastic plates and cups are considered low class in Vedic culture. Eating utensils made of silver, stone, and brass are all acceptable. Stainless steel, traditionally considered impure, has also become widely accepted in many high-class homes. Best of all are plates made of leaves, which are used once and then thrown away. Back to you.
Thank you, Mataji. Any question about the terminology? What's Bhoga? What's Prasad? What's Naivedya? What's Mahaprasad, Mahaprasad? All good. So one should be a little careful not to mix Bhoga and Prasad. What I mean to say, so in temple, if you have experienced from DT kitchen, no Prasad enters DT kitchen. Or to be more specific, no used, like which has been taken once or partial, that does not enter. So now what to do at home? Let's say you made some dal, right? You made some dal and 2 katoris are left. What will we do generally? We'll keep in the fridge, which is fine, right? Which is okay, but if possible, don't put juta in the fridge. So don't put juta, avoid that because that's at least avoidable. Don't put juta. I think, is it making what do you used? Let's say the child has eaten half roti, don't put half back in the kitchen area or on the main slab where you cook because avoid that. I know with small kids, so give them little and they want more, you can always give them more. But let's avoid the juta food entering the kitchen or entering the fridge again because you're using it for bhoga. So, and you can also keep sections in the fridge that these sections are for bhoga, this section is for leftovers, sometimes leftovers. Avoid as far as possible, but there could be situations. So, yes, Girish Prabhu, you have a thought or a question or any question about the terminology or a little bit segregation?
Yes, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Pranam. Prabhuji, sometimes it becomes difficult, like we have like big gathering. So the bhoga, like the prasadam, is left over. So if we keep out, like that's the reason sometimes we have to keep basically. It's difficult.
Yeah, but that's not juta, right?
No, that's not true.
That's fine. Then use it next day. It's okay.
Got it, Prabhu.
So as I said, if 2 katoris dal is left in the dal pot, that's fine. But no one has eaten, like,
Thank you.
no one has, it's not juta.
It's not true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, caution must, little bit caution we have to do. What I've seen, like in big gatherings and doing the potluck system and doing the buffet kind of system. So we should be very cautious in using our hands properly, in the sense, wash the hands before joining the queue to take prasad. And let's say if self-service is going on, so someone takes, and then I have seen this, maybe an area for improvement. So if we want second, let's say we want extra rice or extra dal or whatever, and we have certainly used our right hand for eating. Now there are two things or few options. Like now I want, let's say I'm eating with my hand or spoon or whatever. Still my hands are juta, right? Am I using directly hands or I'm using the spoon? My hands are impure, right? Because they are. So now there are a few options for me. If someone is like serving, some like devotee volunteer is serving and they are saying anyone wants extra rice, okay, I can raise my hand. Prabhu, I need some extra rice. That's one option. Then I don't need to kind of. But if the system is different, like self-service is going on, then one option is you can go, and if someone is already who has not taken, who's taking first time, you can ask Prabhu, Mataji, can you put up a spoon of rice in my plate, please? That's also fine and acceptable. The other is wash your hands, then go to the area. So, but take the plate in the left hand. First, wash the hands, take the plate in the left hand, and then get from the area, oneself. The other option, if your left hand is clean, again, this is like the last option. If your left hand is clean, you can use the left hand. But again, if you're eating with the same hand and going and touching the serving spoon, and next person is coming, so everything becomes juta, which is not good. So we should avoid that. We should avoid that, and we should genuinely tell others also in a humble, polite, caring way that this is, and the reasoning also, right? They may do out of innocence, not out of disrespect, even if someone is not following. And once they are aware, they'll stop doing it. So we should avoid contaminating or making the food impure, because we don't want anyone to be taking our juta, right? Okay. So terminology we covered, right? Any questions if you move before we go to the next part? Aluminum pots not healthy. Very, very clear, are poisonous. Now one may say, well, I've eaten many times in aluminum pots. I didn't die out of poison, right? So some things act slowly. And if Shastras are saying, this is Shastra. If Shastra is saying, it's not that if someone smokes a cigarette is dangerous to health. Well, someone will say, well, I've been smoking for 2 years too. Look, I'm fine, I'm good. What will we say? Right? No, that's not how it works. It will cause, problems. So Shastra is saying it is not good. So it is not good, period. That's the living proof. Guru Sadhu Shastra. So if one should try to switch to other utensils like ceramic, um, steel. Steel is widely used, and although it's not the best either, the best is like the traditional handi or clay pots, but what to do? We are very far from the traditional Vedic lifestyle. So if someone can do that, great. But at least use steel or other glass, ceramic. Okay, so aluminum pots should be avoided. It's very clearly mentioned, not usable for cooking for Krishna, unsuitable. Eating utensils, silver, most devotees use this, glass, stone, ceramic, brass, stainless steel widely used, although it's impure. So you see, for puja, no one devotee told us don't use any stainless steel things, especially for puja. Don't use stainless steel things. At least we can avoid during the puja time. So for puja thali is generally brass, copper, etc. Traditional banana leaves plate, if one can use. Very good idea. Avoid environmentally polluting things, like for larger quantities, we are having gatherings and stuff. So use environmental friendly things like which are easy to decompose, paper plates, paper products, paper, etc. Not plastic, not styrofoam, because we want to be mindful of the environment also. It's Krishna's energy. Cut down on plastic usage, cut down on wasting precious energy of Krishna. Encourage devotees to bring their own bottles of water. Encourage kids to bring their own bottles of water. Right? Charity begins at home, lead by example. We should lead, everyone should carry their bottles of water. And then people will see, people will respect. Any thoughts there about utensils or material of utensils or plates, etc.? Any comments?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, sometimes if we are offering bhoga like chutney, curd, so I think it's not good to offer in a brass utensil, because I always use brass utensil, brass and copper, but for this curd or any savory items, so I always prefer to use the glass one.
That's good. It's very nice. Glass, silver. Steel also is fine, it's widely used. But yeah, if one can avoid, that's good.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I do not have silver. I could buy, but I think steel and ceramic, that bowls, that glass ceramic bowls. I use those. Very good quality.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. And next time you go to India, you can get in India, as I think was sharing, like this time we also had stainless steel for 5 years. This year only when we went to India, we got the silver one. So somebody already told that this shop has genuine, good quality silvers, and in about $200 to $50, we got full plate and quite a few things. So it's not that expensive, and it's one-time thing. It's not like we have to buy that every year. Once you buy it, will be lasting for decades. So next time when you go, you can if you wish to, one can get from India easily, or if your friend, relative is coming.
Yes.
And in the meantime, glass or ceramic or other materials, aluminum strictly no, plastic no, avoid those, but other things as mentioned here are fine.
Yeah, Prabhu, thank you. Our home only they use brush and stone. So for offering Krishna, I saw in my childhood there's a black, I don't know what's this called, the black stone, big bhog. We had the bhog plate for to offer Krishna. My mom used to do that. It's called Kushti Pathar in Bengal.
Wow, that's wonderful. Thank you. Okay, honoring prasad, important topic. बन गया, offer हो गया. Krishna has accepted. Devotees have prepared. Devotees have offered nicely. Now, time to honor prasad. Yes, whose turn was to read?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I'm ready.
Yes, please.
Hare Krishna devotee, Dandavat Pranam, all glory to Srila Prabhupada. Honoring prasad. Taking prasad is not like eating ordinary food. Therefore, we speak of honoring or serving, not eating prasad. Taking Krishna prasad is a great privilege. The remnants of food offered to Krishna are called prasad, Krishna's mercy, because Krishna is so kind that he helps us make spiritual advancement even by eating. Krishna prasad is non-different from Krishna and should therefore be served and honored with awe and reverence. Before taking prasad, chant the prayer beginning with the words Sarira Avidyajal. Devotees sit to honor prasad standing. Standing while eating is not only uncultured but also unhealthy. Devotees should eat all that is put onto their plates. To throw away even ordinary food is sinful. What to speak of Krishna Prasad? Therefore, servers should serve a little at a time. In Vedic culture, the left hand is not used for eating, only the right hand is used. Prasad is best honored in a peaceful, happy, and relaxed mood. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. 2 paragraphs with so much there, right? Prasad means Krishna's mercy. So we don't say, oh, let's eat prasad, Haribol, right? The mood is not enjoying. Oh, let me enjoy prasad, eat prasad. No, honor, serve prasad. By eating, we are trying to serve or accept. It's a form of mercy. Krishna is the enjoyer, and we are relishing, or you can say the servant enjoys being served. So by accepting Krishna Prasad or honoring Krishna Prasad or serving Krishna Prasad through the medium of eating with awe and reverence. Awe and reverence means being mindful. What am I putting in my mouth? It's not some rice or dal. It's Krishna's mercy. So we should chant those prayers, Sharira Vidya Jal, and understand their meaning also. Mahaprasade Govinde. Sometimes we sing, but we may not be aware. What am I singing? What does it mean? We should also understand, not every word if we can't understand, but at least lump sum, or you can say like paraphrased meaning we should know. What does this prayer mean? Hmm? No, long story short, the meaning is that senses are very difficult, especially the tongue, very, very voracious, very, very difficult. But through the medium of prasad, Krishna's mercy, we can overcome the senses, right? We can regulate the senses, and we can regulate the tongue by giving Krishna prasad and develop Krishna prem. So Krishna is so merciful. See, everyone likes to eat, and regulating whether one is devotee, non-devotee. Sometimes many people ask this question, oh, my son doesn't follow bhakti, or my wife doesn't follow, my husband doesn't follow, my father or mother, or this or that. One solution, Krishna Prasad. Give them Krishna Prasad. offer a prayer for them, do agyat sukruti for them. You do charity on their behalf, serve cows, but give them prasad. Everyone will say, wow, nice laddu, nice laddu. And they are glorifying Krishna, because that laddu, if you have offered to Krishna, then they are glorifying Krishna. Nice, Krishna is so nice, Krishna is so nice, Krishna is so madhuram, Krishna is so tasty, Krishna is nectarian, right? They may not use the word Krishna, but indirectly they're saying, oh, this laddu is so nice, this son papdi is so nice, this samosa is very nice. I want more. Oh, I want more Krishna in my life, right? So it's a hidden meaning. Agyat Sukruti. So offer prayers before, avoid eating standing. So we should sit and eat as far as possible. I know sometimes there could be situations, but avoid as far as possible to stand and eat. And again, don't indulge in gossip. Same mood, peaceful, happy, relaxed mood. You see, Prabhupada would, while he was eating, honoring prasad, he would just be absorbed in honoring prasad. There are many, many pictures. And the Prabhupada disciples also say that he would not like to have meetings or discussions or this or that during the time of prasad. When senior devotees also come, what do they generally do? One of their assistants or someone, they ask, can you read Leela Amrit? So that's what they, so basically you can put some kirtan or some bhajan or lecture, and avoid loose talking, avoid gossiping, avoid stressful environment, relaxed, happy, joyful, or it's honoring with awe and reverence. That should be the mood. And very, very important, should eat all that it is put into their plates. Unfortunately, many devotees also don't finish the food in their plate. If you can't finish it, take home, but don't throw in the dustbin. It's one's responsibility. I went to Vrindavan, there was a slogan in Hindi, उतना ही लेना थाली में कि बेकार ना जाए नाली में. I like it, because many नाली में जाता है फिर, right? It's going in a dumpster. We don't want that. Devotees should be like, like a grain of rice should not go waste. So we should be very careful, not leave, because it's Krishna's mercy. There are millions of people who are looking forward for one grain of rice. Unfortunately, in America, what the culture is, if you don't leave food you go to a restaurant, if you don't leave some food, I mean, it's considered bad, right? When you leave, it's considered, oh, you are, very noble, right?
Civilized.
Civilized. If you eat everything, you're uncivilized, right?
Yes, yes.
As well as Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj mentioned that the normal people in this world are considered those who are following the principles of an uncivilized culture. That's considered normal behavior. If someone sees, oh, you're eating every particle of rice, like, come on, right? No, but that's the idea. Why should we waste? Right? It's so precious. So precious. So we should not waste. Lead by example again. Encourage. There's always, it is said your belly is smaller than your plate. Right? So more problems happen by overeating than undereating. Right? Everyone agrees to that? So if we take little less, then we can always take more. Well, someone will say, well, what if it's not there? Mind will tell that. What if it's not? So what? It's okay. It's not the end of the world. At least in any ways, we should not overeat. But the point is, don't avoid wastage. Avoid wastage. Still, somehow, something is left or whatever. But still, let's say someone forced you to gulab jamuns, you only wanted to eat one, then just put in a cup or something and take home but don't let it go waste. Any thoughts there? Any comments? Right hand, of course. So we discussed a lot about prasad. There is still more on food and eating habits. I don't think we can cover in the next 10 minutes, but I think Sushilpa Mataji wants to share a comment. So yes, Mataji, what's on your mind? You raise your hand for a purpose.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I just wanted to read the next one. I was raising.
There you go. Since you raised your hand, so we'll read something from the Vaishnava etiquette manual. You can read this part.
Sure, Prabhuji. Part 3, honoring and serving prasadam. How the prasadam is served and how it is honored are important concerns in the Vaishnava culture. Krishna and spiritual master are very pleased not only when food is properly cooked and offered, but also when the resulting prasadam is graciously served and respectfully honored. Serving prasadam. Ideally, prasadam should be served by initiated Vaishnavas. One should be pure in mind, body, habits, and dress, and perform your duties quickly, quietly, and efficiently. As much as possible, loud talking and disruptive noises should be avoided. One must ensure that preparations meant to be served hot are actually hot, but not reheated after having become cold, and that all preparations to be served are either present or will arrive for serving at the proper time. Neither the server nor the serving utensils should ever touch the plate or hands of those who are eating, for this will contaminate the server and serving utensil. If this happens, one should wash one's hands and the contaminated utensil before continuing to serve the prasada. The prasadam might be gently dropped on a free area of the plate, not on the salt, for example, taking care to not mix salty preparations with sweet preparations. Prasadam should not be served directly into the hands of the person eating unless one is serving not a meal but only morsels of Mahaprasadam. Except when serving dry sweets or dry items, one should serve prasadam. Thank you, Coach. Except when serving dry sweets or dry items, one should serve prasadam with a spoon, even for salt. Only one's right hand must be used to serve prasadam, and one should not touch anything impure, one's mouth, feet, hair, or lower body, nor should one yawn, sneeze, or spit. The serving vessels should not touch anyone's feet. Hari Bol Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. So it reminds me of Govardhan. Me and my wife went last year to this yatra, and we volunteered for prasadam service. And there was a meeting, 45-minute meeting for all the volunteers who want to serve prasadam during the yatra. And one Prabhupada disciple, Mataji, She shared at least like 25 points. I wish I could have recorded or captured, but so much attention to detail, so much attention to detail is there in serving prasad. Vaishnava etiquette means everything is very done refinedly, first class. It's not just matter of transfer of food from that plate to or the container to the um, devotee's plate. It's a lot. One should serve with genuine heart that this is Krishna. They are getting the mercy of Krishna. Be happy, joyful. One should be clean internally, externally, right? One should smile. Like one can just say Hare Krishna, not engage in talk in like detailed talks. How are you? How's your family? Oh, Hari Bol, I didn't see you since. No, there's no time. There's line there, right? Hare Krishna is fine. Thank you for coming. Just like quick few words is okay, but smiling, genuinely giving. If someone like how to handle difficult situations, prasadam difficult. Hey, why you gave him two? Why you gave me one? Right? How to handle that? Hey, why are you giving less to me? Right? Why are you being partial? People, devotees may ask so many things. So one should be in a very humble and gracious manner able to handle that as well, right? Um, it may not happen in like regular gatherings, but sometimes it may happen, right? One should and then Mataji was also telling everyone has different signal, like that they want. Someone like especially when you're serving, like if they're nodding their head, that means keep putting more. Huh? Like हो गया चलो आगे जाओ. Someone will say hand, okay, I'm done, bas, right? Someone will say okay, like so she like such a she made that training so beautiful. We really enjoyed it, and it was like 45 minutes, 1 hour, but so many points. But again, the mood was love, devotion. It's a great privilege that we are getting chance to serve 20s or hundreds of devotees together, right? By serving them prasad. So it should done with that mood. One should not think, "Arey, mere liye bachega ki nahi bachega? What if the whole prasadam is over? Then I will give less. I'll give sabji like chutney. So I should have, you know." Still a lot of stories about prasadam. We can make a whole documentary. If someone has that mood, and then make your plate first. Then, if it's so much bothering, and make your plate, right? One time, Gauranga Prabhu was quoting that devotees were giving sabji like chutney, and then he asked the servers, "Why don't you make your plate first?" I said, "Okay." Then they started giving chutney like sabji. Right. So um, one should balance, right? One should balance these aspects. What else? There are a lot of points there. Um, Attention to detail, efficiently also, right? Not mix sour and salty, like gulab jamun, and on top of gulab jamun, some dal, and on the top of that, some rice. Good luck figuring it out, right? And in that, there is some pickle also, which is like, so the point is, sometimes it may not be possible. Like if there is gulab jamun chasni, it will float. So if we can have section plates, which we try to, so one should have the plates also appropriate plates. So section plates do help to keep items in sections, which is very helpful. So that's a nice thing. But if not, then just try to segregate as best as possible. If there's just like khichdi and some pickle, then we don't need section plates, or khichdi and some papad, then it's fine, right? But if there are multiple liquid preparation, then of course it would be required. Touching the spoon to the plate, certainly avoid, because again that becomes juta, right? So one should avoid that. Any other thoughts? Again, there's still more content in this and in the Vaishnava etiquette, which we'll try to cover more. So more about food and eating habits. It's a very important topic, and for some things could be quite obvious, some things we may be well aware. So consider that as a part of repetition. But yes, any thoughts? Yes, Mataji, what's on your mind?
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. One curiosity, out of curiosity. Usually we hear like if it is placed on if the prasadam is given to me, I shouldn't be sharing it with others. They would say like, okay, this prasadam is made for you, so you should have it. You shouldn't be sharing it with others, in the sense, at least to start with it within the family as well. Is that correct? Or once
Yes, please can you repeat?
once the prasadam is placed in my plate and given to me, I shouldn't be sharing it with others. Like within the family, they should have their own plate. Is that true? This is something that is prepared for me, that I received, so I shouldn't be sharing from my plate. In general, the prasadam will be shared or served to everybody, but if it is in my plate, I should complete it, or I shouldn't be sharing from my plate to others.
You are saying that you're already in the middle of eating, or if you have not started, because the answer will change.
Oh.
Because if you have not started, then it's like a fresh plate. You can take, anyone can take, it's new and unused, right?
Okay.
Basically, it's fresh, right? You have not touched it, you're not in the middle of eating it, you had not eaten from that plate, so it's basically fresh plate. You can give it to anyone as a sign of etiquette that, yeah. But if you have exclusively made it for yourself, like you take certain things and you don't take certain things, that's fine, you can take, right? Or if someone wants, like sometimes you make a glass of water and then suddenly you see, someone else is waiting. Okay, you take this glass, right? That's fine, it's new and unused, right? So that is fine. But let's say you are in the middle of eating and then, Ruhi Mataji gives you a roti and you realize that maybe Preeti Mataji also needs a roti. And then you say, oh, Preeti Mataji, now you take it. But then it becomes juta, like it's your maha. It's your, because that plate is not clean because you're in the middle of eating. So then we should avoid giving that. We should not give that because it's juta. But I know small kids, I have seen that it is okay amongst the kids. Sometimes they're not able to finish, or firstly we should encourage them and build that culture to finish. But if not, then parents can take it, and I've seen them, they take it very joyfully. Oh, it's my child's Mahaprasad and whatnot. It's fine, but try to build that culture and see at the appropriate age also that they start completing their plate themselves. Yeah, parents can take, that's fine.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Is it okay? Does it answer your question, or?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, I mean, I got the answer in the first question of yours, whether I've already started taking it or is it not touched yet there itself. And then usually kids also, Prabhuji, they fill in the plate, but they tend to not complete, and it's prasadam. We don't want to throw that answers to Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Any other thought, question about this topic? Okay, we will have more thoughts or questions tomorrow also, because it will continue. So thank you, everyone. Happy Shaktila Ekadashi as well. श्री एकादशी तिथि की जय, जगद्गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, समवेत गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। पंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। Thank you. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, dear devotees.